diagnosed in 2004, and at the time they said you have ulcerative colitis, and I had no idea what that meant at all. I just thought, okay, that means I have ulcers on the colon. I put those things together. Itis means inflammation, so I thought I've got an inflamed colon. So I presumed it was a bit like a stomach ulcer. And it was only a couple of days later when a friend told me that's actually an autoimmune disease that I started to look it up and finding more information out.
A really nice story about when you were in hospital and you woke up and you were looking really down, and there was a nurse that came.
The nurse, yeah. She was a fantastic character because at the time I was on my own. I wasn't in a relationship, so I didn't have that kind of loving support around me. I did have friends and family visit, and I was really feeling like, how am I ever going to have a relationship again after this operation? Because they'd removed my colon and I was left with an ileostomy. And I, just the shock of the operation was a lot to deal with. And I was feeling a bit like I wanted to give up at that point. I couldn't imagine me coming back, the future me. And this nurse looked at me, and very sternly, in an incredibly punchy way, quite aggressive, she just said, "You're not going to let that ruin your life." And it was a shock, and I got in that moment that it was my choice, and I had a choice, and it was actually going to be my attitude towards my own body that was going to hold me back or let me flourish.
But what has helped you along the way?
I had a lot of support from an acupuncturist. I built up a relationship with the acupuncturist, and the relationship itself helped me out. There's definitely a place for medication, it's really important, but she helped to keep me stable and positive. And just the relaxation in the sessions also was a great help to me.
Do you think that stress is a trigger for Crohn's and colitis?
I think there seems to be many different triggers. For me, mine was never a manageable condition, so I never did get full control with it, which is why I had to have several operations. I would say that mine was very stress related. There's no proof of that, but I could say that, with long-term stress, I think that's what brought it on.
So that's maybe one reason you had the acupuncture, was to help with stress?
Yeah, the acupuncture definitely helped.
And you've tried craniosacral therapy too?
In fact, after my first operation, I had a friend that would come into the hospital and she gave me a few cranio treatments. I don't think I was very receptive to it at that time because I was pumped full of drugs, as you are after an operation. But it's something that I carried on, and I've received really lovely cranio treatments. Definitely helps.
Great.
It's helpful.
Because I know you socially, you have a really good attitude about your boundaries and about what you can do and what you can't do, and how you're going to socialise. And is that something you had before you were diagnosed, or is it something that's become part of your character?
No, I think I've had to develop that. I think naturally I'm somebody that will just go with the flow of a situation and put my own needs last. So now, for example, if I need to eat at 6 o'clock and everyone's going out for 8 o'clock, I might eat at 6 o'clock and then join everyone at 8 o'clock. And I do get very tired. I have inflammation, which is a secondary condition. Inflammation in my spine and in my joints. And it's very tiring to live with. So I'm more picky about when I go out and socialise. I have a really active social life, but I've had to get used to looking after myself and preparing beforehand, and I'm not very good at it. I'm not naturally like that.
Yeah, you said that you've become way more organised.
More organised, yeah.